November 24th, Sunday, Feast of Christ the King. John 18:33-37. In the middle of St. Peter's Square in Rome, there stands a great obelisk. It is about 4,500 years old, and it originally stood in the temple of the sun in the Egyptian city of Heliopolis. But it was brought to Rome by the Emperor Caligula, and it was set right in the middle of Circus of Nero on the Vatican Hill. It was in that circus that St. Peter was martyred, and the obelisk may well have been the last thing on this earth that Peter saw. On top of the obelisk, there now stands a cross. In ancient times, there was a gold ball representing, of course, the sun. Now there is a cross, however, the cross of Christ, and on the pedestal of the obelisk, there are two inscriptions. The first of them in Latin, Christus vincit, Christus regnat, Christus imperat, which translated means Christ has conquered, Christ now rules, Christ now reigns supreme. The other inscription, the Lion of Judah has conquered. So here we have the language of victory. Christianity has triumphed by the power of the cross and triumphed even over the greatest power that the ancient world had known, the Roman Empire. And here in the middle of St. Peter's Square stands the obelisk bearing those triumphant inscriptions. Today, the Church celebrates the feast of Christ the King. The Church liturgical year concludes with this feast. Instituting this feast in 1925, Pope Pius XI proclaimed Pax Christi in Reino Christi, the peace of Christ in the reign of Christ. This feast was established and proclaimed by the Pope to reassert the sovereignty of Christ and the Church over all forms of government, and to remind Christians of the fidelity and loyalty they owed to Christ, who by his incarnation and sacrificial death on the cross had made them both adopted children of God and heirs of the kingdom of heaven. Christ is our spiritual King and ruler, who rules by truth and love. We declare our loyalty to Him by the quality of our Christian commitment, expressed in our serving of others, with a sacrificial and forgiving love, and by our solidarity with the poor. Although emperors and kings with a real ruling power exist today only in history books, we nevertheless honor Christ as the King of the universe and the King of our hearts by allowing Him to take control of our lives. In thousands of human hearts all over the world, Jesus still reigns as King. The cross is His throne, and the Sermon on the Mount His rule of law. His citizens need obey only one major law: love God with all your being and love others as I have loved you. His love is selfless, compassionate, forgiving, and unconditional. He is a king with a saving and liberating mission, freeing us from all types of bondage, enabling us to live peacefully and happily on earth, and promising us an inheritance in the eternal life of heaven. Wishing you a happy feast, Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.